All right, what's good, everybody? Stats here, back, and today we're here with a little something different. All right, today we are playing Sakura Kakumei, or Sakura Revolution, the brand new mobile game from Delightworks, or what I like to call FGO 2.0. So if you're not familiar with this game or series, it's based off of Sakura Wars, been around for ages. Feel free to check it out. But as you can see, we are just vibing, character, background looking nice, and my stomach is killing me right when I try to record this. Why? I don't know, but I also only got 20 minutes till I gotta go back to lunch. So we just gonna hit this first impressions little guide real quick, nice and slick, give you the rundown. So off the top, if you're looking at it and it looks familiar to FGO, that's because this game basically is FGO with a few differences. All right, so if you like FGO but you always wanted auto or 2x speed, well, here you go. That's this game basically, with a little bit better rates, So let's hop into it. Starting from the top left, here's your news, your banner, your waifus, the little tomboys and all that, and them cuties. If you're a Hololive fan, obviously they got Marine and Fubuki, who voice act for some of the characters. If you click where the name is or rank, you can obviously see your player. There is a male and female, just like FGO. You got your AP, your GP, which is your currency or gold, and then at the end you have your Reiko crystals. Top right is settings, first option, just another way to get to your player card and see some info. Second one is for your friend code. Go ahead and add anyone, do that good stuff. Option 3 is like your item list, shows you everything you have. Option 4, good old transfer code, or you can actually link it to something, so that's nice. Then you got your settings for your volume and everything. You got your standard help, frequently asked questions. I mean, all these down here are irrelevant. You're not going to use those. And then you can also check your login count and then like whatever weekly rewards they got going on, just so you can get an idea of that. But that's pretty straightforward. And then obviously the last one being like log out, standard stuff. As you can see, they went ahead and took me over to this screen. Let me scroll back over. So here's the main character looking nice. If you go ahead and click on her, as you see in the bottom left corner, you have your little hearts. There's 10 of them, bonds, just like FGO. You can also see some info about the character, birthday, all that, blood type, voice lines, the usual, right? And now if we go back, you can also change her costume. You want her in the little suit, you got that. You want her in the kimono, got her in the kimono. Wait, does her hair change too? She have that little one side ponytail thing? Okay, she still got that. She kind of adorable. If y'all saw the little anime preview they had for this thing, she went dummy, bro. And then you can also go ahead and switch her down in the bottom. You want to One-san? Hey, I'm just saying, do you, I think, no, we need the first bit. That one just has a bit of a, yeah. So, that's that. And then I'm assuming this is a background change, but we don't really have any differences in backgrounds yet. So it's that simple. Underneath the settings and everything, you have, your news on like banners and events. You can just scroll through that, get that out the way. This truck down here in the bottom left-hand corner is your shop, where obviously you can buy gems. So it looks like you get 3 multis. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting it to be, closer to the 5 range, like Fate, considering it's by Delightworks, but this is their only other game outside of arcade, so we didn't know what to expect. Multis are 300. You can make your decision from that. However, the rates are a little higher. So it's 3% for a 5-star character. I think 6% for a 5-star CE. And then you have this little shop, and then I don't know if these are mana prisms or what. There's these crystals and a few others. It looks like rare prisms and mana prisms from what I can gather, if it's anything like FGO. But I believe those keys at the top are what are needed for doing dungeons. Those might be some other materials we're just gonna have to find out over time. But there is, I believe, like a training dungeon that you can do 3 times a day. If we go over to the left, here's the gacha. I already did a little summon section on in a different video that I'm just going to throw in here at the end of this. But we can do this one just because this is the guaranteed 4-star banner. So as you can see, it's playing through the specials and it only costs 30 and you get your 1 4-star. The way the summons work, you have 2 different indicators. She's here. The cat normally will make a nice little smiley expression. Didn't do anything. So we're just going to get a standard water explosion. Her glasses will go like rainbow as well. The rocket will be pink. The cat will smile. But we'll go over all those in the other one. Basically, this shows up wherever this lands is the prefecture that they're from. If it's only one thing, it's a CE. If it's a whole Sakura petal flower or whatever, then that's your character. So kind of similar to the 1 bar versus 3 bars in FGO. And here we go. They play a little cutscene and bam. There's your character. Pretty straightforward. And boom. Now the summons in this game do take a hot minute. But I mean, that's just how it is. And then additionally, these bars indicate their range, which we'll go over in the gameplay section. But basically she's a shooter type. There's a shooter, spot, and I think direct, which is basically just like your melee, your kind of like supportive, and then things like that. But we'll go over it because basically, if you can see, the ones with 2 bars have like low HP. I mean like 461, but their attack is still high. So compared to my 5-star on the left, she's a direct type, up close and personal. They tend to have a lot of health and attack. That's just the 5-stars in general. But normally characters that have 1 bar are going to be the ones that are 1 range away for attacking, for melee. And they have pretty even stats as far as HP attack, or lean more towards HP. And then as you get further away, obviously they have higher attack, but they have lower HP because they're not supposed to be in the direct line of combat. So you have one that's supportive and then one that's kind of like a damage dealer, basically. In the bottom left, you have your attributes: fire, wind, earth, water, light and dark. And then I still don't know what this Sakura pink faction is. That's what the MC has, but I'm assuming it's like your all class or special shielder, you know, it's one of those. And then as far as the CEs go, I mean, same as FGO, HP physical splits on them. You can get 5 copies, 4 to ascend. Slap one of those on. We don't really know the effects yet, but this is the party screen, which you can actually hop to straight from the gacha. If you hit under the GP crystals, the other button, it goes ahead and shows you all of their skills and talents. So you can see the 3 skills, the MP and the passive abilities. It's all pretty straightforward as long as you're familiar with it. So if we go over to the next screen, oh, let me actually finish the gacha demonstration. If you didn't realize, I don't be doing guides like that. All right, I can't be doing all these little wiki reads and stuff. I just kind of go with it. Hopefully you can follow. If not, you know, someone else will do it. That's just how it is. So these are the 2 rate up 5 stars. And then here are the different days that they're on rate up. So you have their solo rate ups, and then you have both of them. This goes to the 23rd, 3% for a 5-star character, 9% for a 4-star, 3% for a 3-star. And then CEs are on the right as 6, 12, and 40%. Your rate up chance is a 1.125, with the 4 stars being at a 1.799. Why I'm saying it like that, I don't know, but it's okay. You have 6 5-stars in the game currently, and I've seen some dummy pulls because basically when the game first came out, a lot of people were locked out because of a VPN, and I tried playing it on a VPN to make some content the night it released, but it was extremely slow. So like you could disconnect from the VPN to let it download fast, but then you had to reconnect or it would kick you out every time. But like the banner pictures wouldn't load or anything, and people weren't a fan of that. So the game has like a 3.3 on the JP iOS store right now, but I don't know what CEs are broken or anything yet. So if there's like a K-scope or something, I don't know. But there are some things like 30% attack if you're a sword unit, 30% or 25% attack if you're like in a row by yourself, things like that. And then they have some basic ones that just increase your HP by 1200, which could be good for range types, you know, who knows. But this is just basically your premium banner that has all 6 of the 5 stars without a rate up. But I mean, if you're going to go for something, you might as well go for the rate up banner. And then obviously you have little tickets up here in the top left and your crystals for your friend point summon, which I already did my free daily one, so that's out of the way. That'll be in the summon section. You can get 3-star characters out of there. So while we're on the topic of characters, if you scroll over to the right or hit the little cash register, the top left will show you a visual of your units. And then of course you can sort them. If we go to the first one, you have your next amount of EXP needed to level up, your HP, your attack. It looks like there's a faux feature in this game because there's 0 out of 1,000. So you can give your characters foes. The 1 out of 10 is actually their special level. Now, I don't know how MPs are going to work in this game, or if you can use something to boost it, or if it's training, but they have 10 special levels. So just be aware of that. And then the one next to the little bar is their type. So you can attack from 1 line away, but you have a high HP and attack value. The second one would be a light, almost like a pinkish, and then a dark red. And that type can attack from the line up ahead, or 2 lines ahead, and then 1 line, but the damage will be attenuated. And then the shooter type can attack 2 lines ahead, and there's no damage attenuation because of the distance between the enemy, but their HP is low. So it's just kind of your 3 different ranges with their downsides and upsides. Some can attack close, some have to attack from 2 lines away. And then, you know, it's pretty simple for the most part. There was, I thought, a way to, at least from what they showed, view them kind of standing there and switch the view, but I'm not seeing a button for that, so we'll worry about that later. The middle one is just your party setup. You have 8 parties down at the bottom. You got your 5 characters and your support. I haven't seen what seems to be a team cost yet, but I haven't gone into combat outside of the tutorial ones because we're going to go over that. And then the one on the right is your support setup. You just put 1 for every element, and it's that simple. Best girl right here, by the way. Look at her, adorable. She's so cute. I mean, that's all I can say. Outside of that, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Let me save that. There's a support setup. If we go over to the left, what's your other costume looking like? Hold on. You got your little painter. Put her in the gear. Okay. So you can switch this on all the screens if you want to see someone else. Now this is the level up screen. So I think the order it goes is, I'm just going to tap the first one to make sure. First one is Ascension. Those are the requirements needed. There's your GP cost. I don't know if GP is going to be just as bad as Golden FGO, but hopefully you have some lottos. The second option is your EXP to just go ahead and level up your characters. There you can see the cost. And those are the rainbow ones, which I think give you 1.5% extra. I think there's different ones for all the elements, but we haven't got to that point yet, so don't quote me on it. And then here's your skills, which obviously, you know, it's just that simple. There's your little rundown of that. And then the last one, I don't actually know what this is because there's no option. When I tried to translate it, it was like evade or something. I couldn't tell you what that means. And then obviously the left one is to enhance your CEs, and the right one is to burn it. So you just go in here, pick your CE, bam, and then start feeding it away. Pretty standard. And then if you sell it, you get a whopping 400. I think one of them right here. This one's a 3-star, so it gives you some. Yeah, that looks to be your mana prism type of currency, which is what I had figured. So all that's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. There's really not that much to it. So if we go into a quest screen, these arrows are going to look familiar. You just pick your location. This one has 0 AP, so it's probably just a story discussion, but you have your arrows. You got a little a little data download, if I can speak, which all right, your cutscene. I won't spoil you, don't worry, I'm such a nice guy. And bam, here we go. So tells you the weakness, your rewards at the bottom next to it. So there's a bunch of fire enemies, so obviously you want a team of water units. At this point in the game, probably doesn't matter, but we're gonna go ahead and hop in. Wow, downloads everywhere. I guess I could have downloaded all data now that I don't have to worry about doing this VPN shenanigans, but you know, that definitely was something that we had to deal with. And why does my music disappear on this screen? Now you just get some ASMR, you know what I mean? All right. I don't actually know if I'm even going to get the freedom of my party here. It may be something that, why did my bars just disappear? Okay. So they're still going to make me use the main character for this, but it's a pretty simple combat system. Here we go. There's our skill. Boom. Doing whatever that does. And the easiest way to explain this, once we get into combat, they already got us 2 times speeding. Oh no. All right. So as you can see, there's the blue zone, which is the zone we're going to end up in after we attack them. And then there's their zone, where we're going to hit. If they ever special, it's going to show up with like a little danger box over you, and that'll show up under their HP. So kind of like a break bar in FGO, little red, almost like octagons acquire, or hexagons. I don't know. It's some type of not normal smooth shape, you know? But basically once that fills up, that's going to let you know that they're about to MP you, which most of them can just be dodged by getting out the way. So as you can see, the red one is like your buster card. You go ahead forward, and each of them give you additional effects on a critical hit. So you go 1 line ahead to attack with the red one, which is your buster, and it basically increases your damage if you crit. So you attack twice. The second one, you stay in the same spot. And if you crit, you get increased energy. So that's like your arts card. And then the third one is your quick, basically. You attack and you go back 1 line, and then you get damage cut. And then obviously your last one would be your MP. So if you fill the bar up under your HP to 100%, that's your special move. And special attacks, I don't believe can crit, but it changes, you know, based on what type of, you know, character you have. So we're just going to go ahead and attack forward. If you look at the top next to their picture, obviously it shows their typing, and this game actually does go ahead and let you know what you're strong against and what you're not whenever you tap on that different character. This right here is your mystic code abilities. So this is a lot like FGO in that regards. Basically what it does is, I believe the first one is an invincible. So you're invincible for 1 turn. The second one is a plug suit, so you can replace your members by swapping them. So someone that's not on the field, you only have 3 characters on the field at a time. If someone is in your 5th slot, you can bring them out instead. And then the last one increases the energy of a single ally by 30%. That's just off of the translation, but if that's an MP charge, that's going to be insane. It could also just be an attack buff, but it looks like they're going to let us use it anyway, so we're going to find out right now. Okay, so that is 30% MP. This is a stacked mystic code that we got on our character here, and we're just going to go ahead and attack. I don't think anything's going to be that strong at this point. So now you can see the little bars underneath did about 154 damage. So If I was one of the weaker types, I could probably take 3 hits at best before I'm gonna die. So here, if I just stay in the same spot, if I crit, that one will give me increased MP gain. And it's kind of weird because the MP goes in delayed, and I don't know the MP gain of all the characters yet, so I can't really give you a complete visual. So now here comes the special move. We're obviously going to back up to get out of the danger. So this shows you the range on his side that I'm going to be attacking with 100%. The middle range is where he's going to use his special. And then the last one in the back is where your character is going to reposition after using it. So there we go. Back up. And then you start defending. Obviously, we have 2 seconds left on our skill. We're just going to go ahead and attack him because we should be able to finish him off from here. And there we go. And there's your victory screen. It's a pretty simple combat system, and it plays basically just like FGO. You have your skills, your typings, your weaknesses. Really, the only difference is how you play on the field, which, in my opinion, if you like the FGO gameplay, I mean, that sets you up for some fun little gameplay with a different style of how you're worrying and maintaining for your characters. Oh, stop, girl. Oh, I made the right decision putting her here. So yeah, it looks like 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time is when you reset for the day. So there's my next day of logins. So if you're trying to do whatever, there you go. We got our little gifts here. And I don't know if I went over that, but obviously your gift box is right here. And then these are like your daily missions, your weekly missions, all of that information right there. So make sure you get those done. But I mean, it's almost exactly like FGO. I mean, outside of it being 3D, everything plays the same. And I mean, it is what it is. So if you like Sakura Wars, if you like FGO but wanted an auto button or 2 times, well, here's the game for you. Hopefully this comes out in the US, not in 2 years. It also depends on how well it does, but as long as DW steals from FGO's pockets, they can keep this game around as long as they want. So I'm going to end this part here, hop into the summons and call it there for this little first impressions guide, whatever you want to call it. And then if you have more questions, just ask me and I'll probably cover it. I mean, I got nothing else. I don't be uploading, and it's I got no problems right now. It seems cool. So it is what it is. I do want to check one thing first. If we go over to this screen, wonder if I can see them if I sort it. Okay. So you just tap the button again. There we go. I had to do it. So here you can see all your ladies looking nice, prim, and proper. Go ahead, from what you see, which one's your favorite? This right here in the middle is my baby girl. There's another 4-star. I mean, you got RR over here, but she kind of cute, especially in her little fur coat. You got Ojo-sama over here. You got your little painter. You got your little scared. You got your little boxer. You got your MC. But I'm going to give you guys a breakdown on these summons and I will catch you all later. So with that, see you in the next 10 seconds. All right, so we're back and we're going to hop into these summons. But before that, I wasn't going to include this because this sounds like it's going to be copyrighted. But this is what the 3-team gameplay looks like. And this track is just crazy. So I'm going to get claimed for it. But I'm going to be making money anyway. So you know what? Who cares if they claim it, This track hits too much not to. And then obviously, since I couldn't show it off, you can just tap whoever you want to attack. I'm playing in rapid speed over here because this is just second nature, baby. Bust your way through everything for success. I mean, when has it ever really failed, But this is the fight you have to do before you even get into it. So it'll let you know what you have to do. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? But it's looking nice, So there's your typings up at the top and there's the little arrow I was just talking about. So blue bouncing up, green, you got earth bouncing up, fire going down. It's really not that crazy. There's your weak hit because of the effectiveness. Bink, bink. Just like that. Victory screen done and dandy. And look at her, bro. I can't wait until the little commander on the black faction gets released, because she is just, ooh, there's your victory screen. Now normally I do believe your EXP and everything pops up there as well, but we don't have any of that. So let us hop into the summons. All right, so as soon as you start off, you do get one free tutorial multi, and you can get a 5-star out of here. Me, wasn't that fortunate. All right, but I mean, this isn't my first account either, you know, when I recorded this. I'm not going to settle for 1 5-star. I'm not going to lie, because people on the timeline, when I was trapped in VPN land. All right, so here we go. See the little rainbow at the bottom? Cat gleam. And then bam, the pink tip sparkles, eyes glowing. That's cap, first of all. That doesn't even mean that you're guaranteed a 5-star. I don't know what any of that means, because it really isn't the indicator. The indicator happens in here. This is what you got to trust. Don't trust what she's showing you. I mean, it did work the second time, and you can skip and still watch all of this, by the way. If you tap, it just takes out the flower portion, but obviously, you know, I would assume most people want to watch it, because there are fake outs even on 3 stars, which is great. I don't know how that affects the overall thing. I mean, part of me makes it feel like that doesn't have much meaning for the original one. So this is what a 4-star looks like for a CE. Goes through your little animation, but you're really just waiting for the flowers to pass. And there's that. Here we go. Character. And boom, they're located down there. What do we got? Now, these are all characters that obviously you would have just seen in the previous half of the video, because they're units I pulled. I think you get her for free in the event anyways. I mean, she's a 3-star, but I'm pretty sure she has an event where you can get a copy of her anyways. So if you haven't noticed by now, the full flower character, 1 petal, craft essence, and they just are there. I haven't seen any CEs that have just pure attack or pure HP. There it goes, turning to a 4-star. I don't know where any of these characters are located from, but if you want to re-roll and you're looking for someone specifically, find out where they're from, and that'll make it 10 times easier to know if you got them, if they're in that spot on the map. We got our little painter girl here. Oh, she sounds stuffy too. That's kind of adorable, man. I like a lot of the characters so far. They're not bad. I'm trying to see where this fake out is in this first session. The second one does have a 5-star. The 4 stars are gold. The 5-star is pink. But the indicator for my first 2 multis were the exact same. And this one obviously didn't include a 5-star, whereas the last one did. So I'm not 100% sure. Hold up, let me... God, oh, come on, chat. Come on, comment section. You don't even got to tell me she ain't even mech'd up like that. She's really just in her little thing. Okay, so this, yep, there's the cat, comes out. I thought I was blessed with a 5-star. I was not, but it's still neat, especially for 3 stars to have an animation. I can't even be mad at that. Look at that. There's one that's like a gal, and she has her little fishnet leggings on. Whew. This chick's cute though. Just a nice little adorable one. I think in the second multi is my baby girl, the Parka Queen, that takes a photograph of her enemies for the special to kill them. Which, now that I think about it, I didn't show the MP in the gameplay, but you know, I don't know where that comes in, so you'll see it. All right, they show the MPs anyways when you're on the banner screen, so you get an idea of what they look like. I mean, a lot of it is going to come down to obviously checking their stats, skills, seeing what everyone does. They do have the info for all of the banners up on their website, but it's a picture, so you have to download the picture to translate it. But some of them already seem to have cracked skills. A lot of people want, I don't know what her actual name in JP is. In this, she's translated to Marlin. kind of like the fish, which is ironic because, you know, Merlin, I'm pretty sure she's a support caster that gives your team invincibility and stuff. So she already sounds cracked. And I'm actually pretty sure she's in my next multi. So we can show her off there. They're making me go through all this stuff, but none of this really matters. You can hop into the game quickly for the most part. I think I just go back out of here, grab my stuff, and hop into these summons. I could skip forward, but you know, we're already here, you know. It's just showing you the screens. Quick little introduction so you know where you're getting started. But mostly me being lazy, you know. Just skip 30 seconds ahead. It's that simple. Oh, actually, I think I have my friend point summoned in here as well. I did just close that news. We don't care about that. Get your XP, your money, do all that good stuff. I love this menu music. It's just so wholesome. It's such a vibe. Nice little background music. I cannot complain. Look at her. What a husbando. Am I right? They got a lot of tomboys in this game too. I'm not even knocking them. I'm here for it. They got some real mommies. And I don't mean this one specifically. I mean like women that be sounding manly. You know? It'd be making me question my gender because I be loving all these masculine women. Well, okay, not question my gender, the sexuality, you know? Two different things. Or is it? Wait, she got like a little beetle tail? I don't know. But, you know, getting 3-star characters from friend points is actually nice because you can level up their NP. And if that 10 NP level up makes that much of a difference, they might hold way more value than 5 stars actually do. So here we go. You still got the rainbow like the first time, the gleam, pink, and then the rainbow tip. But keep in mind, that didn't really change. I guess her glasses may have been more rainbowy, but it doesn't seem so. So here we go. First character, boom, barely moved. And this is my girl. Look out for this one because you just won the lotto. Watch this not even be her, and this is the other character. Nope. You ever just lie sometimes? Wait, that means I got 3 4-stars in this multi? Hold up, I might have hit the lotto here. No, I didn't. Bro, people were pulling. There was someone that pulled 4 SSRs. There was a person that pulled 3 SSRs. There was one person that pulled like MP3 or MP2. I would assume MP3 if you add the 2 copies, yeah. MP3 off the first multi plus both the rate up 5 stars. I mean, if you're re-rolling, do not settle for just 2 characters or something. You better go for them big bucks because people were eating out here. I was already sick and the game hadn't started. So I was like, hold up, these rates might be kind of goated, especially because you need 10 copies of them. And me, what did I get on? I didn't get anything my first roll, man. I waited through lag for 10 years through that VPN, and they didn't even bless me with a single 5-star. Now this one I kind of ate off this one, so I didn't spend anything else just in case. I might just have 2 alts because I don't be spending on on JP because of things like that VPN issue, right? Just imagine if one day the game said, nah, no more Americans, close the floodgates, right? Then you're just out of luck. All right, my money's already going into a pit in the gacha in the first place. I'd like to at least not have them just hold my access at any given time. So, whoop. Look at them. I do like these little cutscene introductions. Just so you know, the 5-star character introductions obviously get way more flair than any of the other characters. Just ignore that work jingle. I'm totally working right now. I say as 3 meeting notifications pop up. All right, I think this is my 5-star. Nope. But that one was spinning forever. Maybe because the distance moved. It's one of these. Ah, here we go. I think this is her. If you're looking for a support, I believe this is the one you're aiming for. Unless people just like her because she's got this cute clumsy look. But from what it seemed, her skills look cracked. And I believe she's one of the ones on rate up. Plus she got a nice little bunny outfit. All right, this one's got to be it. Bam. Oh, it's got a rainbow in the middle too? Did not notice that. Look at that. Got the quote, voice line. My burning passion. Shing. Now we walking through the hallways. What a great view. You've just pulled a 5-star. Need her to punch me. I'm not even gonna lie. Ha! So yeah, that's pretty much it for the summons. Those are all the animations. I even had a fake out. So let me know what you thought, what you think of the game. Are you interested? Do you care for the series? Do you not care? Are you finally interested in getting into it? They do obviously have a game on PS4. Now they're more of full body mechs, kind of like Gundam SDs, you know, the little chubby chibi ones. But hey, you know, it's a little Muso with like a light novel within it, as you go around dating and whatnot. But then I think they have the older ones too, which I'm not familiar with, because I think those are more like, I mean they're like dated, right? Like we're talking like OG rants on PC, 4x3, you know, telling a story. I don't know what I think that one's even turn-based. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys had a good day. Let me know what you thought about the game. Are you interested? Are you interested now? It is what it is. Did you even know this existed? You know, I'm just here. Feel free to give me a like, comment, dislike, whatever, man. I'm just here. All right. And for my regular subscribers, I'll see y'all in 3 months. Not really. I'll see y'all in New Year's. Have a good day.